gon' respect it, cause this is West Texas.
With two of the best offenses in this area of West Texas in Class 2A, you would have thought the matchup between Christoval and Eldorado would have been an all-out shootout. After all, with the hype put on this one, it turned out the winner only needed 14 points as the Eagles hand the Cougars their first loss of the season to take the District 8-2A Division II title 14-7. Well, welcome to the Cover One Studios. I'm Manny Diaz, and as a proud Christoval native, seeing how this one played out was a tough pill to swallow, but no doubt hats off to both teams in battling to the bitter end. Coming up, jackpot was the theme, which led to some game-changing plays. We'll also hear from both teams, including Eagles QB1 Kevin Covarrubias, and what this win meant to him. This kid, tell you what, been through the ringer in the last few seasons. Plus, my thoughts on can a team from this district represent the Concho Valley when Thanksgiving rolls around? First things first, how about those Chip Cole highlights? To Schleicher County we go. Braden Wilcox and the Christoval Cougars going for the perfect finish to the regular season, visiting Kevin Covarrubias and the 10th-ranked Eldorado Eagles. Opening drive for the Cougars, Wilcox looking something like a Pat Mahomes and launching this one downfield, but finds the kid in the wrong-colored jersey, Cooper Metter, there for the pick. Not quite done with number 3 in green. Next Eldorado possession, how about the Cougars' number 3, Clayton Edmiston, playing center field, and there for the interception, Christoval takes over. And the Cougars with some nice movement in this drive, especially on this play when Wilcox hooks up with the sophomore Bo Jolly for the nice gain. Metter finally gets him out of bounds. A few plays later, Wilcox with a nice throw, but just a little too tall for Jolly. And guess who's there for the INT? Cooper Metter, his second pick of the night, giving Eldorado the rock. Second quarter now, still no score. If you grew up playing in the front yard, throwing the pigskin as high as you could to see who could come down with it, jackpot is what you yelled, and Bo Jolly with the jackpot play here for the 4th total interception of the night up to this point. About a minute to go, still no score, but not for long. Covarrubias calling his own number here, and he gone. The 21-yard touchdown giving Eldorado the 7-0 lead. Next Christoval possession, well under a minute to go. Here's another one of those jackpot kind of throws. Wilcox unloading it here as Jolly hauls in the catch deep in the heart of Eagles territory. Closing moments of the half, Wilcox looking for Josh Fava and perhaps some late magic, but no dice. In fact, this one almost picked. Eagles led 7-0 at the break. Both coaches breaking it down at the half.
Yeah, we knew coming in the game, Eldorado had a great defense. We made some adjustment at halftime. We'll see what happens.
Oh, we just got to keep sticking to the game plan. You know, we kind of got some stuff going there at the end. They did a good job early of just playing their gaps, and we got to go ahead and make some adjustments and have and execute. I think we got it kind of going there in the second half, part of the second quarter, though.
Third quarter now, Eldorado driving, and at the wheel, Kevin Covarrubias rocking the quarterback keeper, and an Eldorado first down. Very next play, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Covarrubias finds room off the left side. Bo Jolly there to trip him up just outside the goal line. 2 plays later, handoff to the senior Edgar Muniz for the touchdown, and the kids from Schleicher County have a 14-0 lead. Next Christoval drive, Wilcox saying, wait until they get a load of me. The QB1 finds a gap, and he's cruising to a Cougar first down. Later in the drive, Christoval knocking on the door from the 3-yard line, still trying to find words for this play. One of those kind of plays that starts with, what are you doing? But once Clayton Edmiston makes the grab and takes it in for the touchdown, it ends with, Wilcox, you the man. Score now, 14-7 Eldorado. Under 4 to go in the game now, Wilcox and the Cougars driving, but on 3rd and short, Wilcox picked for the final time of the night, which pretty much put a lid on this one as the state-ranked Eldorado Eagles and the Christoval Cougars their first loss of the season. Let's check that Texas Bank scoreboard. The Eagles champions of District 8-2A Division II thanks to the 14-7 win over my hometown Christoval Cougars. A tough, hard-fought game between the two. For Eldorado being a spread offense, the Eagles only threw it 9 times. QB1 Kevin Covarrubias is good for 114 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. On the other side, Braden Wilcox, 12 of 20 for 141 yards passing, also good for 128 yards on the ground, but the biggest factor in all this was those 4 picks that he threw in this game. After this showdown, both teams gave their 2 cents, plus what this one meant to Eagles QB1 Kevin Covarrubias.
They got a good defense out there. They got a lot of size, and sometimes size is just not a good matchup for us. And they had a plan and they executed that plan well. And defense did a wonderful job tonight, keeping us in the game, giving us a chance to score, give us a chance to get down the field, and a chance to tie the game.
Oh man, I think you got 2 really good football teams, man. Hats off to Coach Otho and the Christoval Cougars, man. They're a good team. That everybody got caught up in this ranking stuff this week, but they're a top-ranked team. They've got a good defense. We got a good defense. And when you match up with 2 good defenses, a lot of people want to look at the offensive side of it, but that defense is what wins championships. And you go into a district championship, you kind of expect championship-type play.
This week has been crazy. It's been talked about all week on the news, the community. Senior night, it was awesome. We getting this last dub, the district champ with our seniors, not being here. The last couple of years, coming back with my brother my last year, it's awesome.
It's our job to prepare the horses, but the victory belongs to the Lord. So we got to go and we got to get ourselves ready for this playoff game next week, and it's just one game at a time. We'd like to make a deep playoff run. That's our goal, but you can't get caught up on the future. You have to live in the present and focus on the process. So we'll just go to film tomorrow, enjoy this tonight, man. So happy for this community, and then we're back to work in the morning.
Well, it's time for our Newland ERA and Company play of the game, and here's why Christoval will never be out of a game, especially with Braden Wilcox leading the charge. The junior QB1 clearly in a bind here in the 3rd quarter, but somehow finds Clayton Edmiston, who then finds the end zone. What a play. Heck, what a combo for that Cougar team, which is good for this week's Newland ERA and Company play of the game. From the start of the season, the matchup between Christoval and Eldorado had battle for the district title written all over it. And now if the showdown for the top spot in the district is in the books, the question turns to who has the best chance to represent the Concho Valley when Thanksgiving rolls around. For starters, the 2nd round pits both Eldorado and Christoval against District 5 and 2 top 10 state-ranked teams in Wellington and Wheeler. A 1st round win for Christoval would mean a rematch with 9-1 Wellington, who outed the Cougars in 2018 70-6. For Eldorado, an opening round win over Haskell would match up the Eagles with District 5 runner-up Wheeler, whose spread offense looks to be just as dangerous as theirs. All in all, the road to the 3rd round will be tough for both teams, but the squad with the best chance to get there, at least at this moment, looks to be Eldorado due to them winning the district. Not to mention, Wellington isn't ranked number 5 in Texas for nothing and can make a case for being the best team in the region. But after all, games aren't played on paper or in message boards, and if both teams can get past the 2nd round, well, the rest of Texas better watch out. Once again, congrats to the Eldorado Eagles, the 2019 District 8-2A Division II champions. The kids from Schleicher County scoring some payback from last year's loss to Seatown when a district title was also on the line. Well, coming up this week in the Cover One Mix postseason edition, our crews will be with both teams in the opening round. Christoval gets Cross Plains in Ballinger on Thursday night, while Eldorado draws Haskell on Friday night at San Angelo Stadium. Both games are rematches from the regular season. Christoval got past Cross Plains 26-14, while Eldorado beat Haskell 35-14 in that showdown. Best of luck to both teams, as well as best of luck to all teams representing the 3-2-5 in the opening round. Well, before we leave you, we can't say goodbye without showing you those Bug Express sounds of the game from Larry Mitchell Stadium. For the San Angelo Live and Cover One crew, I'm Manny Diaz. God bless. We'll see you in the bi-district round.
Let's go. Hey, dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3. Dominate!
The 2019 District 8-2A champions,